Welcome back. AAA expects 37 million Americans to travel this Memorial Day weekend in search of the beach, barbecues, and other outdoor activities to kick off the summer season. But of course, Memorial Day is really about our nation's war heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice serving their country. The holiday first started as Decoration Day 3 years after the Civil War in 1868. It was designated as a time to place flowers on the graves of the war dead. It wasn't until after World War I that the day was expanded to honor those who've died in all American wars. It wasn't until 1971 that Congress declared Memorial Day a national holiday. So now that you know the background, how about those on the streets of New York City? Our own Rick Unger found out.
And we're standing outside New York City's famous Bryant Park, where people from around the world and New Yorkers alike are getting ready to go off on their Memorial Day weekend, the official opening of summer. But we have some questions for them. We want to know, do they really know what Memorial Day is about, or is it just about beer, bashes, and hot dogs? We're here with Natalie Mazouz.
Yes.
Natalie, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, so here's the question I got to ask you. Do you know what Memorial Day celebrates?
I'm assuming it has to do with the war a couple years back.
So we're celebrating Colonel James Memorial, yes?
Yes, Colonel. Are you telling me that?
Well,
Or am I-
you know that, right?
Well, I don't want to make a fool of myself if that's wrong, but
Might be too late, Natalie.
it might, oh yeah, I am pretty sure it's too late now.
So we are here with
Julian
Julian. Want to give us your last name?
Lawrence.
True or false? In 1777, the United States troops fought a naval battle outside of Memorial, South Carolina. And that is why it was a battle we won. It was a tough one. And that's why we now have Memorial Day. True or false?
See, now you didn't tell me you were going to put me on the spot. Now.
Well, of course I am.
You didn't tell me this is going to be Jeopardy.
Come on, you can do this.
Or are you smarter than the fifth grader?
True or false? True or false?
Memorial Day. Woo. Now, I hope no one is watching this. I'm just going to go with true.
We are here with Ashley and Ari from New Jersey. Welcome.
Hi.
True or false? In the Battle of 1812, the Americans fought a battle in the South, outside of New Orleans, in the Memorial State Park, where we defeated our enemy after 7 days of brutal, brutal fighting. And it was that battle that first commemorated what came to be known as Memorial Day, because it was fought in the Memorial Mountains. True or false?
I clearly didn't pay attention.
You didn't pay attention in class? You don't know if it's true or false?
I believe maybe it's true.
I'm gonna say fall.
You say true.
Yes.
You say...
I'm gonna say fall.
You know what? One of you is right.
I would expect it to.
So we've been having some fun with the folks here in Bryant Park, and we want all of you to have fun with your family and friends as you celebrate Memorial Day weekend. But in between the fun, we really hope that you'll stop and think about what Memorial Day is really all about, and that's remembering and honoring our soldiers, our men, our women who fought and died in wars in the protection of our nation. Think about them while you're having some fun as you welcome in the summer. And now, back to the studio and the gang.
And a great job, as always, by Mr. Unger, and a great message as well. And I just was reflecting as you were saying that. My grandfather's brother was killed in World War II on a boat that crashed, and they wrote a book about this, a boat that broke, a ship, I should say, that crashed into a German submarine. And then the Germans got out, and it was hand-to-hand combat on the deck, and he got killed in that crazy battle. I got to get the book. I got to remember. But yeah, so you just made me remember that. I'm like, God, that was my grandfather's brother. I mean, that was close to him, right? I never met my grandfather. But still, two things to take away from that package. One, Rick wears jeans. He's wearing them right now. Okay, that's why we got this new table to block that out. And everybody that's in New York's Bryant Park is from New Jersey.
You noticed that, yeah.
The Bridge and Tunnel crowd.
And amazingly, seem to believe me when I say Captain James Memorial is the reason we have Memorial Day.
Yeah, but you know what? You gave them so many facts that I'm sure that they were like, this
sold
can't
it
be
well.
false.
That was the idea.
That's the point.
You definitely sold it well. But I'll confess, what we read right before we tossed you your package, I didn't know the true genesis
the real story
of it,
actually,
right?
Yeah.
I just figured it was just taken up some time,
Well,
probably
I
after
can-
World War II, and ever since then we've celebrated. I didn't know
You're
about
all
that
going to
deal.
make fun of me for saying this, but I do still remember when it was called Decoration Day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Seriously.
I can't believe-
Decoration
Yeah.
Day. Same day? Was it always?
No, it was the same day. It was the last Monday
wasn't it
in the
May
month.
30th? Though,
Well, no,
was
it's always
it?
the last
Oh,
Monday in
okay.
the month, and it was Decoration Day because what they used to do, and it actually goes back to before the Civil War, people would go to the cemetery, they would have a religious service, and then they would lay out a picnic, and they would decorate the graves
At the
with flowers.
cemetery.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's why it was called Decoration Day. And it actually feeds off of other cultures, Day of the Dead in
Yeah.
Mexico
Yeah.
and others.
Just 10
Yeah.
seconds. Did anybody generally get the question right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, they were no fun to put in there, but you'd be surprised how many people did know.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
good, because I was about to be horrified. I weep for our future, as they said in Ferris Bueller. Anyway, coming up next, the Duggar family has a problem, but don't worry, Governor Mike Huckabee is sticking by him. This is the Daily Wrap.